Hi, I'm Josephine from Mom's Twin Guide. Today we're going to talk about some of the things that you absolutely need before you have your babies. If you're expecting twins, before you go into labor and have your babies, there are some things you need. Okay, the first, there's a lot of talk about whether or not twins can share a crib or not, and that depends on your preference and what your pediatrician wants you to do. So my pediatrician for my twins, they wanted separate beds for both of them. Now here's the thing. When you're first coming home from the hospital, those babies are so tiny. You don't need to have the full-on, full-size crib right away. Now, I would definitely recommend having them ready. I would recommend having them because that's just a whole lot less stressful if you already have them ready to go. The first several months of having twins, you are going to be a zombie. That's just how it's going to be. So if you don't have the cribs ready, it's going to be hard to find time to go shopping for them after the babies are here. So I do recommend having that, but you don't technically need those before they're born. When they are teeny tiny and just like days, weeks old, they're not moving much. They're teeny tiny, you swaddle them, they can't really move. So check with your pediatrician and do what you feel safest with. The American Council on Pediatrics recommends having the babies in their own separate bed for safety and to protect against SIDS. So, with that said, you need to make the choice if you're going to have them in separate beds or not. When my babies first came home from the hospital, we were in a very small townhouse. I could not walk up the stairs because I ended up with a C-section. And so we were downstairs. We slept on our pull-out couch, and the twins slept in the pack and play. Just a normal pack and play, and with a newborn sling. So they were up higher in the pack and play, and they were swaddled, and they were put next to each other, and they were fine. We were like that for a few weeks before I was able to go upstairs. And after that, we had them in a mini crib together, right next to our bed. We didn't have enough room in our bedroom to have two cribs in there. So we had to make the choice between having these teeny tiny babies in our room in the same bed, the same crib, or in the nursery across the hall in their own separate beds. So we kept them by us for a while, which is also beneficial for them because they hear mom breathing and dad breathing, and that helps regulate their breathing while they're sleeping. So you're going to hear a million different things about cribs. Do you absolutely 100% need two cribs before having the babies? No. Is it helpful to have them? Yes. So that's number one. Number two, you need to have two car seats. Two car seats. You want to make sure that they are compatible for teeny tiny babies because twins tend to be born premature. So they are most likely going to be less than 8 pounds. So you'll want to look at that with the car seats. I think the car seat I have right now for my baby, who's 1.5 now, I think that car seat was like 7 or 8 pounds and up. So there are weight limits and stuff on the car seats, so you'll need to check that out. We did the car seat that's also the carrier, and that's very helpful with twins. There's the convertible car seats where the car seat stays in the car and it grows with the child. Those are great when they're older, but when they're teeny tiny, if you want to be able to get out of the house ever, you're going to want the car seat carrier, because you can carry one on this arm and one on that and get going. Or you could grab the car seat and snap it in the stroller, grab the other one, snap it in the stroller, and go. That helps a lot. So, but absolutely positively, you definitely need 2 car seats before you go into labor. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to take the babies home until you get the car seats. So, go get those. Go get them as soon as possible. Let's see. Diapers. You're going to want lots and lots of diapers. You probably will not need as many as we needed. My babies are crazy. But just to give you an idea of what's possible, in the first 24 hours of life, my boy pooped, not peed, just pooped 14 times. My baby girl pooped 10 times. So in the first 24 hours of my babies being born, we had 24 poops. And pees, too. So that is probably wildly exaggerating on the number that you'll have, because my kids are crazy. But you want to be prepared. That's a lot of diapers for one day, and you're going to have them for, until they're 18. So, yeah, be prepared. I mean, hopefully they're not in diapers till 18, but you know what I mean. Diapers, wipes, and diaper ointment. We have always used A&D. Everybody swears by different things, but that's what we like. There's also Aquaphor, which the pediatrician recommends all the time. I would get Aquaphor to have, just in case your baby has sensitive skin. I don't know at what age they could start having Aquaphor, but your pediatrician will talk to you about that if your baby has sensitive skin. But that stuff is amazing if your child ends up having sensitive skin. Alright, so that's Aquaphor. Let's see. You got your car seats, you got your crib or pack and play, you got your diapers and wipes and ointment. At that point, like, you're pretty much good. You probably want some clothes for them. If you don't want to buy a whole wardrobe for newborns, you could just get the sleepers. I mean, it's the pants and the shirt all together, keeps them warm. You're going to want to keep them warm because they lose their body heat really fast. And if they're losing their body heat and they're cold, they're going to be losing calories, and you do not want them losing extra calories. Especially the first couple of weeks when you're trying so hard to build up their weight. So, the sleepers work great. There are so many cute little shorts and short sleeve things for newborns, but it's not keeping them warm. So, now, like, if it's like 110 degrees out, yeah, but I wouldn't have them outside if it's 110 degrees. So, you could cut back on the cost of clothing by just having sleepers and have them wear that all day. Oh, definitely have laundry detergent ready. Those little poopers, I'll tell you. And when they're so tiny, their little legs are like toothpicks. And sometimes the diaper doesn't hug their legs enough, and it just shoots all over their clothes. So you will be doing a lot of laundry. So definitely have at least one laundry detergent ready. The pediatricians usually recommend Dreft when you first have your babies. That's been used for decades, so I don't know how long, but Dreft is like the big one. Another one that they recommend is All Free and Clear. I would start with Dreft. At least until they're like a couple weeks old. I mean, that's pretty much all you need. It would be nice to have a stroller, But you don't need it right away. We didn't even have ours until I think they were 2 months old. I mean, especially if you had a C-section, you're not going to be going very many places. You're just going to be going to the doctor's office and back. So the stroller would make it easier to get them into the doctor's office, like if you're by yourself. But if your husband's going to those with you, or your boyfriend, or you have anybody who's going with you, they can help carry a car carrier with the baby in it. The stroller would make it easier. So, yeah, but like if you're trying to cut back on costs at the beginning, or you're still saving up for one, like it's okay. You're not gonna fail as a mom because you don't have a stroller the first day they're born. You'll be fine. Now, if you are a single mom and you don't have help, a stroller would help you a ton. Because after you have the babies, you are going to be in and out of appointments all the time, and you're not supposed to carry heavy things for a while, and they definitely, with the car seat carriers, that would exceed the limits of what you're allowed to carry. So, I guess just gauge on if you will have help or not. If you don't have help, get a stroller. And if you don't have help in the early days, get a stroller that just, the car seats snap right in. And make sure that it folds up nice and fits in your car and is lightweight. I'll have some more videos on which ones are good for that. I think there's one called the Snap and Go, the Twin Snap and Go, but I will look into that and put that down in the comments for you guys, or the description. I'm still new to YouTube, so I'll find it out. I'll figure it out and put it down there somewhere. And then we'll do another video on it. Alright, so that's pretty much all you need. So to recap, because I know I talk in circles. 1 was the crib. 2 was 2 car seats. 3, diapers and wipes. 4, we'll say laundry detergent. Alright. And then, just the last thing, the pudding on the top, is snacks for you, Mom. You're going to need a lot of them. Look for healthy snacks, something you can grab and just eat. Especially if you're going to try breastfeeding, you need to have calories to make milk. So, like trail mix, any type of oatmeal. So like eating oatmeal, but if you could get like oatmeal cookies, there are lactation cookies and lactation snacks that you could find at the grocery store, or you can make them at home ahead of time. There's a lot of recipes online for lactation cookies that are like, it's like oatmeal cookies, so they're really good. And you could just make them ahead and freeze them. And then after the babies are born, you could just take some out, let it thaw, eat it. Actually, I could use some of those right now because they're pretty tasty. No, I'm not breastfeeding anymore. I'm done. Anyways, it's exciting that you're expecting twins. It really is. I'm happy for you. It's crazy. It's fun. It's crazy. It's like, how did this happen to me? And it is like, oh, they're so cute. So much fun. I love this. I mean, it's a roller coaster, but overall, it's worth it, and you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna learn things about yourself that you never knew, and it's gonna be a great experience. And I'm happy for you, Mom. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.